Hello friends, I am Dr. Mangesh Dushing. In this video, we are going to learn conformational isomerism. In last video, we learned about history of isomerism, basic definitions in isomerism, types of isomerism, that is structural isomerism as well as stereoisomerism, and we learn about projection formulas. In this video, we will complete conformational isomers in acyclic compounds, dihedral angle, calculations of relative energies, conformations of ethane and their relative energies, relative stabilities with energy profile diagram. Let's continue. Almost indefinite number of special arrangement of atoms or group of atoms about the carbon-carbon single bond exist. Means in organic compounds there are indefinite number of special arrangement, special conformations are possible due to single bond rotation. So different arrangement of atoms or group of atoms can be converted into one another by rotation about carbon-carbon single bond are called as conformers or rotamers, and this phenomenon is known as conformational isomerism. So conformers are the isomers which can easily converted into one another by rotation of simple carbon-carbon single bond around its own axis. So conformational isomerism are classified into two classes according to the compounds. First one is cyclic conformations and second one is acyclic conformations. In this video, we will learn about conformational isomerism in acyclic compounds. So let us start with the acyclic conformational isomerism. We will take example of ethane. Now ethane contains 6 hydrogens and 2 carbons. So this carbon-carbon contain a single bond. So single bond rotation is possible around its own axis. So Pitzer in 1936 postulates that there is a potential energy barrier which causes the restriction in the rotation. So why this restriction in the rotation? So there are some strains are there. So there one term is there. The term torsional strain is used for the repulsion felt by the bonding electrons on the substituent when it passes close to the bonding electrons of next substituent. One more concept is that is called as dihedral angle. The angle between non-bonded atoms or different groups, dihedral angle changes from 0 to 360 degrees by rotation of carbon-carbon single bond. Now we'll see what are these torsional strain and dihedral angle. For example, this is the Newman projection formula for the ethane molecule. So this black center is a front carbon atom, while this red circle is a rear carbon atom. These are the 3 black hydrogens are the hydrogens of front carbon atom, and these are the simple lines starting from this point making an angle 120 to each other. So this is general Newman projection formula for the ethane molecule. Similarly, this is the circle, periphery of the circle, this is the rear carbon atom, and these are the 3 hydrogens, red hydrogens. For the differentiation we made it red. So these 3 hydrogens of the rear carbon atom. So this is CH3 and this one is CH3, and there is a carbon-carbon bond. We see this molecule along this carbon-carbon bond, so this is invisible for us. So this is called as Newman projection formula. So in this case, what is dihedral angle? So dihedral angle in between these 2 hydrogens. So one atom or group of atom of the front carbon atom and another atom or group of atom of the rear carbon atom. So whatever the angle observed in between these 2 atoms or hydrogens or group of atoms, that is called as dihedral angle. In this case, these 2 bonds, the bond of the front carbon atom and the bond of the rear carbon atom are parallel. So dihedral angle is 0 degrees. Now if these bonds are parallel to each other, so whatever the sigma electrons of this CH bond, front carbon, and CH bond sigma electrons of the rear carbon, they will have a repulsion or repulsive interactions. Those repulsive interactions are called as torsional strain. So if you rotate a rear carbon atom with 60 degrees, so we have to keep one carbon as it is, so we will keep front carbon as it is. We rotate a second carbon with 60 degrees. So this is the 60 degrees angle rotation. So this hydrogen, red hydrogen comes over here by 60. So this angle between these two non-bonded hydrogen atom is called as dihedral angle. Now this dihedral angle is 60 degrees because we rotated a back that is rear carbon with 60 degrees. So what is dihedral angle? The angle between non-bonded hydrogens atoms or different group of atoms. So these are the non-bonded atoms. That angle between these two is called as dihedral angle. So in this case, whatever the sigma bonding electrons of carbon and hydrogen of the front carbon and carbon and hydrogen of the rear carbon, they are maximum away from each other. So there is a minimum torsional strain. So if you compare this staggered conformation and eclipse conformation, the staggered conformation has the lowest torsional strain, while in this case it has a highest torsional strain, because in this case there are three pairs of hydrogens which are parallel to each other. This hydrogen parallel to this one, this hydrogen parallel to this one, and this hydrogen parallel to this one, while in this case all hydrogens are maximum away from each other. So if all bonds are parallel to each other, that conformation is called as eclipse conformation. So and any deviation from this eclipse conformation is considered as a staggered conformation up to now. Now we'll go into the more details of the torsional strain. Now this is the eclipse conformation just we saw. So this hydrogen and this hydrogen, these are parallel, so dihedral angle 0. So similarly these hydrogens are also parallel, these hydrogens are also parallel. So this is called as eclipse conformation. Now in this case, as we know that just we saw, this is the staggered conformation, but this is not actually a staggered conformation in terms of if these hydrogens are replaced with some other atoms or group of atoms. Now we'll see what is that. So if see here, this is the first atom, second atom, and this is the carbon, rear carbon, third atom, and this is the fourth atom. So the angle between first atom and fourth atom, if the dihedral angle is 60, that conformation is called as gauge conformation. So these two bonds making an angle 60 degrees, so first atom and fourth atoms, if they are making an angle 60 degrees, that conformation is called as gauge conformation. So these two hydrogens are gauged to each other. So similarly these two hydrogens also gauged to each other, these two hydrogens also gauged to each other. So all hydrogens are gauged to each other near a hydrogen. So there are two types of conformations we have now, eclipse conformation and gauge conformation. Now we will calculate the relative potential energies of these conformations if these hydrogens are replaced by some other groups. Suppose gauge conformation, if hydrogen, both the atoms are hydrogens, then relative energy is 0 kilocalorie per mole. If one of the hydrogen is replaced by a carbon atom, that is methyl group specifically, then methyl and hydrogen, then this making an angle 60 degrees, so that will be the gauge conformation. Energy is again 0 kilocalorie per mole. But if one is methyl group and second also methyl group, so these two methyl groups making an angle 60 degrees, that is dihedral angle is 60 degrees, then that is called as methyl gauge. Energy is rises about 0.9 kilocalorie per mole because of the steric hindrance. The bulkier groups, methyl are bulkier than the hydrogens. In this case, now we will see the relative configuration in case of eclipsed. If hydrogen are eclipsed, then energy is 1 kilocalorie per mole. If methyl hydrogens are eclipsed, then energy is around 1.3 kilocalorie per mole. If methyl are eclipsed, then 2.1 to 4.0 kilocalorie per mole. Now we'll see the energies of this molecule. Now hydrogens are gauge, so 0. So this is also 0, 0, 0, 0. So all hydrogens are gauge to each other. Hydrogen gauge, 0 energy. So total energy of the molecule is 0 kilocalorie per mole. Now in this case, these two hydrogens are parallel to each other. So hydrogen eclipsed, energy is 1 kilocalorie per mole. So energy between these two hydrogens is 1 kilocalorie per mole. The energy rises about 1 kilocalorie per mole. Similarly, these two hydrogens are also parallel to each other. So here also energy rises around 1 kilocalorie per mole. Here also same. So total energy of this molecule is 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3 kilocalorie per mole. So in this way we can calculate the relative potential energies of the molecule. In that case we have to remember these 4 values only. If methyl are gauge, energy rises around 0.9 kilocalorie per mole. Hydrogen are eclipsed, energy rises around 1 kilocalorie per mole. If methyl hydrogens are eclipsed, then energy rises around 1.3 kilocalorie per mole. And if methyl are eclipsed, then energy rises around 2.1 to 4.0 kilocalorie per mole. Now we will elaborate these ideas in conformations of ethane. The conformations of ethane. Ethane, as we know that molecular formula is C2H6, that is CH3. This is the Newman-Projection formula. This is the front carbon atom. These are the hydrogens of front carbon atom. This circle is the rear carbon atom, and these 3 hydrogens are the hydrogens of rear carbon atom. So CH3, ethane molecule. This is the Newman-Projection formula. Just now we saw this is called as eclipse conformation, as all the hydrogens are parallel to each other. So this conformation is called as eclipse conformation. So dihedral angle is 0, dihedral angle is 0, dihedral angle is 0. For identification only, I wrote one as a blue color, one as a red color for the identification only, for study purpose. Otherwise all hydrogens are same and both carbons are also same. Now we are keeping front carbon atom as it is, and we will rotate second carbon with 60 degrees. So blue hydrogens will remain as it is, that is front carbon hydrogen, while this is the rear carbon and this is the rear hydrogen. We rotate with 60 degrees. So dihedral angle will be 60. Now the angle between blue hydrogen and red hydrogen is 60. So dihedral angle is 60 degrees, and this conformation is called as staggered. And just now we saw that potential energy of this molecule is 0 kilocalorie per mole. In this case 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3.0 kilocalorie per mole. Again we will keep one carbon, that is front carbon atom as it is, and rotate a rear carbon with 60 degrees again. So this hydrogen will go over here. Now again, as we know that all hydrogens are same, just we give the color for the identification. So again we will get the eclipse structure. All hydrogens are parallel to each other. Now the angle between blue hydrogen and red hydrogen is 120 degrees. Now this is the eclipse structure. So hydrogen eclipsed, 1 hydrogen eclipsed 1 kilocalorie per mole, hydrogen are eclipsed 1 kilocalorie per mole. So energy of the total molecule is 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3 kilocalorie per mole. So in this way we will get eclipsed, staggered, eclipsed. Again if you rotate this hydrogen, back hydrogen or back carbon atom, that is carbon bond, we will rotate with the 60 degrees. So this hydrogen comes over here. So this is that hydrogen. Now the angle between this hydrogen and this hydrogen will become 180 degrees. So the dihedral angle is 180 degrees. But as we know that this is a staggered conformation, so staggered conformation. Energy is 0 kilocalorie per mole. Again we rotate this carbon atom with 60 degrees. So this hydrogen will come over here. Now this is Now see, this structure is again eclipsed. Dihedral angle is now from this hydrogen to this hydrogen is around 240 degrees. So potential energy of the molecule 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3 kilocalorie per mole. Again, if you rotate this hydrogen with 60 degrees, so this hydrogen comes over here, again we will get the staggered conformation. Dihedral angle is 300 degrees and potential energy is 0, as this is the staggered conformation. Similarly, if you rotate again 60 degrees, this hydrogen comes over here, we will get again first structure. So structure writing is very simple, just you had to keep one carbon as it is and rotate another carbon with 60 degrees and 60 degrees. Keep in mind, whatever the one carbon is stable, you have to keep stable, that must be stable at the end, and you have to keep rotating another carbon atom with 60 degrees and 60 degrees. Now we'll see what are the conformations we'll get in this case, ethane. So this is the staggered conformation, eclipse conformation. So hydrogens on two carbon atoms, front carbon atoms as well as rear carbon atoms, are very close to each other, that is called as eclipse conformation. Dihedral angles are 0, 120, 240, 360 degrees. Is called as eclipse conformation. High torsional strain. The energy of each conformation is 3.0 kilocalorie per mole. And this is the second conformation, that is staggered conformation, or you can call it as a anti-conformation. In this case, hydrogen atoms on the two carbon atoms are maximum away from each other. So dihedral angles are 60, 180 and 300 degrees. Is called as staggered conformation. Here, as all the hydrogens are maximum away from each other, so it has a less torsional strain and the energy of the conformation is 0.0 kilocalorie per mole. So as the energy decreases, stability increases. In this way, eclipse conformation is less stable than the staggered conformation, and staggered conformation is more stable than the eclipse conformation. As we know all the conformations of ethane molecule and their relative energies, now we will see energy profile diagram. So energy profile diagram is just a graphical representation of change in potential energy with the dihedral angle. It's called as energy profile diagram. So this is a energy profile diagram. So x-axis is dihedral angle while y-axis is potential energy. So eclipse conformation has a higher energy than the staggered conformations. Hence staggered conformations are more stable, and the energy barrier, the energy gap between 0 to 3. So the energy barrier between these two is very small, that is 3.0 kilocalorie per mole. So at room temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecule is much higher, that is around 20 kilocalorie per mole. Therefore, ethane molecule continuously interchanges in between these two conformations, that is eclipse conformation to staggered conformation to eclipse conformation. How to draw this energy profile diagram? Just take y-axis and x-axis. Y-axis you have to write energies like 0, 1, 2 and 3, and x-axis you have to write all the dihedral angles 0, 60 degrees, 120 degrees, 180 degrees, 240 degrees, 300 and 360 degrees. Then put the points. If dihedral angle is 0, energy is highest, that is 3.0 kilocalorie per mole. If 60, that is 0, again 120, 3, 180, 0, 240, 3, 300, 0 and 360 again 3. So energy will looks like this. Energy profile diagram will looks like a waveform. Thank you friends. Thank you for the listening.